Well, hello everyone and welcome. This is TTP24 November session, LMS Plus. What we're going to do today is kind of just a brief refresher and an overview of a few of the modules within LMS Plus. We're doing this in an effort to decrease reliance on the accounting staff, particularly during some of their busy seasons like month end and year end. And additionally, this course is designed to refresh your skills and remind you of the resources available to you within LMS Plus. We're going to do a few things here, and there's some stuff that we want you to be able to accomplish by the time we're done. We're going to identify some common functions within the client matter inquiry module. We're going to generate some time cost reports. We're going to locate, download, and compile invoices. We're going to edit the narrative on previously released time, and we're going to locate and produce some resources under the Financial Center portal module within LMS Plus. So let's get started. On our tour of LMS here, the first thing that we're going to look at is our Client Matter Inquiry module. The first tab that we'll come to is Information. So if you search by client or matter, if you'd rather go down to the matter level, this will populate the billing information as well as the attorneys related to the matter. So you'll be able to see here all of the billing information, the address of the client, who the client contact is, the dates of all of these things right here. If there's any specific matter phone numbers. So if we have a very specific contact that we need to reach out to discuss the billing matters for this matter, that'll be right here. If there's been a discount applied to this matter, that'll show right here. The email address of anybody that we need to contact in regard to billing or invoices for this matter. And then these are our user codes. These are more for our accounting and billing folks, and they don't mean much to me, probably not much to you, but they do mean much to someone. Additionally, here we have our attorneys tab. This will show us the originating attorney, the partner in charge, the billing attorney, the referred to attorney, and the BIM attorney. These may be the same person for all of them. It may be a different person for all of them. It just depends on how this matter was set up. Additionally, over here, you'll see the split. If there's any billing split allocated to this specific matter number, that'll show here as well. On the balances tab, this shows unbilled time, unbilled cost, accounts receivable totals, which includes the time and the cost, unapplied cash, unapplied billing credits, and the trust balance for this specific matter. So this is kind of our 1,000-foot view of everything monetarily related to this matter. The activities tab is a breakdown of all of the key financial figures. So if the last tab is a 1,000-foot view, this is a 10,000-foot view, right? There's a lot of information here, and these are just really specific monetary breakdowns that I'm sure are helpful to someone. The next tab we're going to look at here is our Inquiry Report tab. This is where we retrieve information that shows a breakdown of the current balances, whether that's work in process, accounts receivable, etc. This will also help us generate a report showing the same information that we can send off as necessary. So you'll see here we have the ability to change the year and the month if we'd like, and when we do make these changes, this will show us all of the time and billing up through the date that we've selected here. So if we wanted everything up through 2023, we'd put that here. Year, month, 2023, we'd change it to December, we'll hit submit. We're going to stay here for now. So we have all of our information here on screen of our work in process, current balances, billing and payment activity, and any AR balances. All we'll have to do here is click this report button. It'll open this dialog box. This box is always going to ask you, do you want to include all matters? If you say yes, it'll generate a report with one page for each matter number throughout this entire client. If we say no, which is what we're going to do here, it'll give us one page for the specific matter that we're sitting on now. So then you can save this report, whether to your desktop or somewhere in iManage, and then you have this beautiful PDF that you can send off to anybody that's asked you a monetary question in regard to this specific client matter. Next tab we're going to look at is the Summary tab. Now this tab does not generate a report, but it's rather just an on-screen summary of the financial breakdown to date. One thing we do want to highlight here is you'll see some terms here that maybe you do or do not recognize. YTD is year to date. LTD is life to date. I bring that up because it shows up in other places, so you'll know anything under YTD is from the beginning of this current year to now. Anything that says LTD is from the beginning of the inception of this matter up until now. The status tab. The status tab shows us unreleased time and hours and how those numbers relate to the total amount of accounts receivable thus far. You have a couple of different options here. You can create a report based on the information that's here. And again, makes you this nice pretty PDF that you can send off to anybody that might ask for it. Or you can also make an Excel spreadsheet. So it'll take the same information in these columns in this table, pull it into an Excel spreadsheet. The first thing here, but the last thing I want to talk about, is the unreleased time summary. And I wanted to talk about this last because, as you'll notice, when we click this unreleased time summary, it actually pulls us into the time tab. So this unreleased time summary will show us any time that's unreleased that's sitting on that matter right now. Now that we're in the time tab, we'll go back to the beginning of it here. We're going to select time entries. You'll see that you have the ability to change the build status that you search for. You can do unbilled, billed, or both. You can put in a specific date range, and you can have it include any transfers from other matters to this matter as well. So these are all of the time entries that have been put on this matter up and through now. And you'll notice there's several pages here up to page 9, but they're in chronological order. And you can change that just by clicking at the top here. If we wanted to see the most recent entries first, we'll click date twice. It takes us up to the most recent date, and now it's in descending date chronologically. The next tab we're going to look at here is the attorney summary. So this shows us every attorney that has billed time to this matter, how much time, how much that equates to. It gives us their attorney reference number, all of that good stuff. Now you can filter by specific attorneys. So if you say, I want to see all of the time that Eric Miller has billed to this specific matter, you can click his name, say filter, and boom. Back to the attorney summary. Again, you can pull a report, just like the other ones that we've seen, and you can create an Excel spreadsheet of all of these people and all of their time. The last thing we're going to look at here, the last little sub tab, is the task summary. Actually, I don't even know that we need to look at these. We're going to do the time entries and attorney summary, and that's it. All right, moving on. So this is the cost tab. This functions the same as the time tab, but as the name suggests, it shows costs instead of time. So you'll see you have all the cost entries that are on this client matter number. And if you click the service code summary tab, it'll show you the code, the description, and the amount that all of those have been billed. Next tab we're going to look at here is our bills and payments tab. Now this screen shows a chronological listing of all of the invoices sent to the client and all of the payments received by the firm. You can search by very specific terms and date ranges, or very broad terms and date ranges, whatever suits your needs best. You'll see we have a lot of options here. We have our invoice date, from and to, receipt date, from and to, open AR only, receipts based on invoices. All of this stuff can really help narrow your search. And again, you'll see invoice payment. It shows you how that payment was made, whether it was by ACH or by check. And the next tab we're going to look at here is the Invoices tab. Honestly, there's not a big difference between the Bills and Payments tab and the Invoices tab. You just have a little less search functionality. All right, next thing we're going to look at is the Invoice Summary tab. Now this screen shows only the invoices. It's exclusively invoices. And we're going to do a couple things here. We're going to look at how to view these invoices. We're going to look at how to combine these invoices, and we're going to look at how to zip these invoices so that you can send them in the best way possible. So a couple ways to view an invoice. You can click the checkbox next to the specific invoice that you want to see and click view, and that'll open that invoice there. Or we can just find the specific invoice number we're looking for in this row, click it, and it opens right there for us. That easy. Then you can save, whether to your desktop or to iManage, and you have a nice PDF that you can send off to whomever has asked for it. Next thing we're going to do is look at combining these invoices. So I can pick whichever ones I want out of this list. It doesn't matter the order in which I select them. what we're going to do is we're going to click Comb PDF down here, and what this is going to do is it's going to combine all of these invoices into one PDF, and the nice thing about this is it automatically throws them into chronological